Hello! How's everybody doing? I am finally here. Yeah, I had to cancel the stream that I had originally planned for today, sadly. I really wanted to do the VTuber design critique that I had planned with story archetypes and character archetypes. Mostly for fantasy because that's what I write. But yeah, sadly, sad news, that fell through. Yeah, I don't have much of a Twitter following, so not many people responded. But new plan, gotta roll with the flow. Today we're going to do unpacking and we're going to unpack some of my old shit. Not boxes, but drama. I'm going to be sharing stories of roommates and situations that I've gotten into over the years. Yeah, maybe I can do the design critique in the future. It's still a plan. I still have the picture, so I'll still have all of the categories and such that I made. I don't have to do that again. It's nice to see you, Juana, Psycho. Thank you for being my regulars. My cat is upset because I was playing with her. My cat is always upset. Every time I start stream, I'm like, my cat is mad at me. She hates when I stream. It's a problem. Anyone who streams and has cats, let me know if you ever appear out of the ether. I gotta figure out something to do for her. Leaving treats does not work anymore. She wants my attention so badly. I was playing to try to get her energy out so that she wouldn't be so upset when I started to stream, but now she's upset that we stopped playing. She is so cute. I love my little Nova, my little kitty, my little Starlight kitty. Even though she's very loud. Very loud. She keeps me up a lot of nights, honestly. Trying to fix that. One of my friends told me that like doing a little hiss at the door can help. I don't want to hiss at my baby. I love my kitty, but it did help. Sometimes I get really angry because she'll be meowing for like 5 hours straight in the middle of the night. I'm sure cat owners can understand. I always had guy cats when I was growing up, but my first cat on my own is a girl. And apparently girl cats are louder. I can tell. She's meowing through the door. I'm gonna get soundproofing at some point, but that stuff's expensive. Very expensive. But I will get soundproofing and then we will not have to hear my cat cry in the hallway because she thinks I'm ignoring her. Your cat's a girl too, yeah. It's so strange how animals can kind of fall into that gender, like, marking their personality a little bit. Not a whole lot. I've known girl cats that are really quiet, but yeah. It's strange because my vet tells me stuff like that too. Like, oh, because she's a girl cat. Oh, okay, so it works that way with animals, okay. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to, you know, have my little community. It's nice to come and see you guys all of the time. I'm sorry that I keep, like, missing one stream a week. And I know it's been an issue. I am now no longer getting as sick as I had been through February and March. So that's nice. Hopefully that means I won't have so many canceled things. But I've been having a lot of things with my cat. Yeah, the head pads is still broken. I tried to fix it. That's why I'm a little late today. I've tried to fix it, but I don't know what's going on. I've went through the settings and everything looks good. Everything looks good. I don't know why it's not appearing on the screen. I have to dig deeper. after I get offline. So today might be a little bit of a shorter stream because I do have a lot of editing and a lot of things I want to get working on tonight. And like I said, I showed up a little bit late because of things. Back to bonks. Hey, I think there are some nice ones too. Wasn't there a boop? So we'll use boops today for head pats instead of, you know, bonks. Bonks when I'm bad. You can bonk me if I'm bad. A boop! I love the boops. Boop means I love you. At least that's what the song from Ruby said. Am I showing my age again? Yes, I used to watch Ruby. I used to love Ruby. RWBY, Monty Ohm, one of my idols, gone too soon, rest in peace. Ever since Nora, Valkyrie, and Boops, you know, that's just stuck in my head. Even though my favorite character was Pyrrha, and I really should have looked up what her name meant. A Pyrrhic victory, you know, going down in flames. Maybe if I had known that, that wouldn't have hurt as hard. You watched It's Not Old. I was probably a little bit older than most when I was watching it, but I've been an anime fan for so long. I've been an anime girly for so long that I'm into so many things. I did finish Devil May Cry last night after stream. The new anime on Netflix. Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it. I never played the games, but I have seen people play parts of the games. Like, went over to my friends' houses way back and saw them playing the games. And I'd watch a little bit, but like, I wasn't super into it at the time. I was just like, oh, that's neat. And like, oh, this one part is cool, but I don't know about the rest of it. But oh my gosh, I liked the anime so much. I think I might have to try the games out sometime. Maybe here on stream, maybe. See if it doesn't affect my motion sickness so much. Lyren is your favorite? Yes. Who's your favorite Psycho? Maybe we can make a full Team Juniper. We got Pyrrha, we got Lyren. I have a friend, one of my mods, Ali. Lyren also favorite. You still haven't finished Devil May Cry, but close. It's so good. I won't spoil it, but oh my god, the White Rabbit, the villain. Oh my gosh, his backstory. Ah, I desire to write villains like that, and I think I do with one of my series. I think I have a villain that's close to that, but I haven't been able to reveal his backstory. I've given tidbits. I've given little hints, little sneaky sneaks of his backstory in my books, but I don't think that my villain is quite close to that level of respect and terror, honestly. Like, the White Rabbit's got some good ideas. He's got some points. He has points, and they are true. He's right in some regards. And that's the way you do a villain. You want your villain to be right in some way, but just go too far with it. You know? Those are the best villains. But yes, I highly recommend the Devil May Cry anime on Netflix to anybody who has a passing interest in the series like me and hasn't played the games, because it still made sense. It was still really fun. It's an original story apparently, so like you're not gonna really spoil the games. You just might spoil a little bit of like the character archetypes, which is fine, but not the plot. Thanks for the head pat, Fable. It's still broken. It's still broken. I'm gonna fix it after stream, I promise. I'm gonna do my best. I tried to fix it before, but I just didn't have time to fully figure it out. I always get one, thank you. I know you guys probably have buku points by now, so it's probably okay. But yes, we'll be using boops today. boops as the sound alert if you want to give me a head pat, and a bonk if you want to give me a bonk. Don't give me bonks. I have a tender head. I'm more energetic than I thought I would be. I didn't really sleep much. I had a bit of a night where I was just working on things. I got a bong! Oh, because I didn't sleep much? That's fair. That's fair. I tried though. I tried to sleep. I just couldn't. I didn't really fall asleep until like late morning, and then I slept for a few hours, and that was it. Sleep is important. Hey, I laid there for like 3 hours, unable to fully fall asleep, so at least I gave it a good shot. My cat came in and slept at my feet though. That was really sweet. And I really wanted to be able to sleep next to my cat, but it didn't happen. It was just the cat sleeping. I was on guard duty. Story of your life. Yeah, I noticed you are up pretty much all hours. Psycho, are you okay? With the Discord, I look in and I'm like gonna type something or something, and I always see you online. Are you all right? That's me for real, yeah. Insomnia be like... Especially in today's climate. Every time I see a news headline just flash by and I peek at it because, you know, I read automatically on site without meaning to, yeah, I lose sleep over that. That's kind of what happened. I was so tired, and then I was just scrolling, you know, ready to lay down. Bad habits, phone in bed, and I jinxed myself out of sleep. Sometimes I just want to watch a few YouTube shorts before bed, you know? I call it work. It's research, watching YouTube. I get to learn about thumbnails and how to title things and the way different VTubers do their shorts. I get inspiration. It's work. But it's also fun. You always wake up tired? Same. I have chronic fatigue though, so I can never tell if it's because I didn't get enough sleep, I didn't get enough quality sleep, I'm low on vitamins because I'm chronically ill and I run through things really quickly, or, you know, any other number of options. Is it just the chronic fatigue? Is there nothing I can do about it? I don't know. It could be like one of 5 things when I wake up tired. No matter the time you sleep, you wake up at 7:30 every day. No. Just no. Could not be me. I remember having to wake up at 7 every single day for high school and college because I was unlucky enough that the degree that I went in for, creative writing, English major, I had to go to 9 o'clock classes my entire college career. And I had to walk like half an hour from the dorm to get to my classes. And I still had to eat breakfast and take a shower, so it's like, I guess I'm getting up at 7 every day on campus. It was rough because most people would, like, speaking of my roommate stuff, a lot of it's probably going to be from college because that's where most of my roommates came from, go figure. You always get roommates in college. But yeah, there was some really bad situations about sleep schedules. Meaning I did not get sleep in college. Because people would go out and party. People wanted to party, and I get it, do you, college life. But if my roommate comes in at 3 in the morning, hungover, puking in the toilet next to me, like the bathroom was right near my bed, the door, so I could hear them because everything's scrunched together in a dorm room, right? And thin walls, so I could hear them. And then I heard them shower the whole time, and I'm a very light sleeper. So like, I would not get any sleep. Or Or honestly, my first roommate was probably one of my easier roommates. Her main issue was she had like 5 guy friends, right? That were all very loud, and she was very loud. And she would have them over in the room all the time when we barely had space for our desks as it was. And she like hoarded things into the room from her old bedroom because her house was nearby the college campus. So, oh, it was awful. That's all I'll say for now. I'll save more stories for when we actually get into the game, which should be just real quick here. Real quick. Anything else you all want to talk about? Oh, and I am going to message during these 2 days off I'm about to have, Sunday and Monday, to the person who's helping me with the TTS setup for Ikji, because I really want to get Ikji on here. I've had the model for a while, and I'm like, I want to use it. I want to do something, please. I'm gonna see if I can expedite that process, probably Monday, because I think they said they usually have Mondays free. Ichi is starving for attention. He's been invisible this whole time, basically part of the ether, because he gave me so much energy so that I could stay alive and help him gain power later, playing the long game, honestly. Playing 4D chess. There's this other VTuber that I really like, the Sixth Circle. Runs a boba bar. Really nice guy, seems like, from his streams. And I've talked a little bit on Blue Sky, just through comments and stuff. But I really, really like the way that he has his mascot set up. His mascot is so much fun because there's like some slight AI use for like answering things, I think, or like maybe they put in pre-made answers for certain things. I don't know exactly how they have it set up, but they have a redeem where you can click on something and then he will like, it'll be like, you type in a few keywords. It's gotta be AI then. You type in a few keywords and then all of a sudden he will respond to you if you paid for the redeem using those keywords in your question. And it's fun. And he makes fun of the VTuber all of the time, and I think that that would be really funny. I don't like AI. I really don't. But I think for like a kooky little thing like this, or like if a person consents to giving their voice, like a friend, like how Sea-Dog VA and Iron Mouse, they have this thing going on where Booby... Shh, secret. No one's supposed to know they're the same. We all know, it's a big joke. Anyway, where Booby will like talk through the chat input stuff. So I've been thinking about getting one of my friends or somebody to voice Ikji, to, if they wish, if they consent, give their voice and be able to have Ikji speak in that voice instead of like the basic options that you get. None of them really sound like what I imagine my mascot sounding like, so it just makes me cringe a little when I hear them. Because there are automatic options. I've been looking at things a little bit myself, but it's all very confusing for me. It's a lot of programming. Ikji needs life, indeed. He gave up so much. He deserves to at least be able to talk. have a little bit of a presence in my streams. Okay, I think that was the only update. And I keep giving that update, I know, but I know that there are some people who are really excited to see Ikji. And I want to just let people know that I'm still working on it. It's still in the background. It's coming. We do need to repay him. That's why we have our story tokens. That's our channel points. So that you all can share your own little stories and energy with Ikji and feed him. So he can get stronger. So it's not just me feeding him because he's very hungry. You've got like 5K, yeah. Okay. We should probably go ahead and get over to the game now. Let's go unpack. Can we all hear? Is the volume good? Are the levels good? You have 1.4K? That's still quite a bit. That's about how much I have on most streamers' stuff, because I hop from stream to stream a lot because I've got so many people I want to support. How am I supposed to support all of them at once for the first time? Yes, I remember to preemptively switch my audio channels. Huh. I'm getting better. I'm improving. I'm getting smarter. Smarter by the second. Maybe smarter by the month. Let's not get too hasty here. Maybe smarter by the month, the week, maybe? Not the second. Okie dokie. Let's see how this game goes. I've seen some people play it, mostly Shoto. I've seen a lot of clips of Shoto playing it because of mixing up a lot of the items, so I'm kind of excited. Let's see. I think I'll be able to identify everything, though. It is very cute. Of course I want red. Oh. Love. Love. Yeah. $1997. Oh my god, flashback. I was little. Oh, this is so cute. Let's go with this box first. Okay, a book. Oh yeah, plushie! Plushie goes on bed. Gotta have a bed friend. And this looks like maybe a My Little Pony or something. You can go on the desk. Yeah, that was hard. Back a little bit. Ooh, you look like you kind of go together. There's really not a lot of space and furniture for putting all of this, is there? Oh boy. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of toys. This is a kid's room. Trolls! I had a few trolls. Put you here. So many toys. Is that a Tamagotchi? Oh my gosh. Tamagotchi. Let's put you here. I'm gonna open this box too. Another bed friend. Another bed friend. Picture. Maybe over here? There we go. There is a story to this game? Oh. I'm guessing, like, as the person grows up, are you just, like, all of the places that they've been moving? Because we're starting off in a kid's room. Poor troll's gonna get hidden. Let's move you over here, buddy. Alright. I'm probably gonna do this first room and then I'll start getting into, like, my other stories. Oh! One box done! You go over here. You go right here. Trophies! These should be displayed nicely. Here. You here. Art supply place. A diary. Oh my goodness. This needs to be hidden somewhere. Where could I hide something? Maybe put it on the bottom shelf. Can I open up this? I can! Hide the diary. Yes. Yeah, I think putting all the art supplies over here wouldn't be so bad. But I put them away. Maybe put it away for now. Oh, we have a poster. That's cute. Oh, horsey. Is they a horse girl? Seems kind of girly. Looks more like a photo album. Maybe keep that down here. Just pull it out when you want to look at things, you know. You know how be. Is this the... Oh, gosh, what was it called? Simon Go something. Oh, dreidel. Put you... Here. Simon Says. Yeah, I think it was just Simon Says. I thought that they made, like, you know, a 90s name for it. I don't remember. Trash can. Maybe I should go closer to the desk. Ooh, games. Feature. Another box done. More books. Scissors. Eraser. Ooh, big dragon. I should move you over. Ooh, what's this? A big poster? Oh! Is that supposed to be Lisa Frank? That's so cute. Let's put it over here. Giant book pile. I like to leave my books out. Is that a Game Boy? Yes, right next to the Tamagotchi. Plushies are a must. Oh, it's a my kitty! Looks like my Nova! I feel like the figures are slowly being hidden. Maybe we should put this somewhere else. This room is cool. I would have freaked out to have this as a kid. A camera? Jeez. Richie rich kid, okay. Oh! Found my camera. Okay. A flashlight can go. Storage. I like to leave books out. Maybe put it down here. Another little toy. Yeah, my childhood bedroom was sad. I'm not gonna lie, it was sad. Maybe put it over here, next to the backpack. Oh, we're done! Okay, what's this here? Why was it? Do I have to put this somewhere else? Here? Right click it? I don't know, it's red for some reason. You have a twin! Interesting! I had a couple pairs of twins in my high school. Always had to share a room though, oof. I was an only child. So I had space, but it was like, we were very, very, very poor. I didn't have much of anything, to be fair. I had a Game Boy and a Tamagotchi, but like, that was kind of it. All of my books had to come from the library, which is fine. That's what libraries are for. I still very, very much support libraries. I didn't really have any board games of my own. I would go to my grandma's and play hers. Didn't have a piggy bank because I did not get an allowance. I did not get any kind of allowance. What about the scissors? Do I have to put them nearby? Is that it? Why are they both glowing? I'm confused. Why the glow? This isn't where it's supposed to be. So I put it away for hiding, so they don't want it there. They don't want it on the... Oh. It's supposed to be in here? Okay. In the drawer, so you can easily access it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, I did keep my room about this clean. I've always been a pretty clean person. I like my space to be nice and organized. But, yeah, like I said, did not have most of this stuff. I had some plushies, but they were mostly stuff that I'd had since I was like a baby until I grew out of plushies. And I never had a backpack this cool. What the heck? That is a very cool backpack for a kid. That's very nice. There's so many pockets. I did have a couple Lisa Frank notebooks. Boop. I got a boop! I'm just looking at it so nostalgic. I want my old Game Boy back. Okay, that's one down. So cute. Finally, my own room. Aww. Beginning, Unpacked 97. 2004. So they're getting a little older. Oh my gosh, this old computer. That's the closet, okay. Let's get this back up there. Okay. So are they like a teen now, I guess? If they were a little kid in 97, that would be... Yeah, that'd be 7 years later. Murmur. Let's put it here for now. There's probably other posters. Ooh, some book. Ah, there's a bunch of shelves, though. There's a lot more stuff. Is that some friend art? It looks like friend art. It even has the signature. It was 21 years ago. I'm so old. Yes, I am old as well. We can share in pain about that. Still the same plushie! Oh. Toothbrush. Oh. If they have the toothbrush in here, is this just like a dorm then? And then that probably goes somewhere in there. Keep all of your stuff so you can use the communal bathroom. I did have to do that when I was in Japan. Oh my god, I hated that. Communal bathrooms are horrible. Put this over here. Putting the books up top probably isn't great, but let's assume this person is tall and not like me. Doesn't need a step stool for everything. Am I just going to get absorbed in this now? Oh no. I'm getting absorbed. I'm supposed to be talking about things. Oh, more shoes. There's only one of the shoes in that? I am a short queen. I am 5'1". What's this? Oh, like an artist kit. I don't really want to just put that in the closet, but there's not a lot of space in a dorm. Maybe art supplies go here? Books up top? Oh boy. Under the desk. Someone who's 5'10" can't relate. Damn. Just did be like that. Okay. On art book. Still a book. Goes up top. Ah, okay. Bras. Underwear can go down here. Another poster. Okay, still got the Game Boy! Yes! Let's put it off to the side there, just in case we need to play some Pokemon. Oh, it still has the kitty! Racer. I wish you could stack things. Why can't I just stack this on top of this? The necessary things, exactly. Undies. A toaster. This is definitely a dorm room. Heck do I put a toaster? There's a bathroom? Oh, I didn't see! Okay. Well, then this stuff needs to go in the bathroom. They don't have a communal bathroom. I was wrong. Next to bed, instant breakfast. If only. The shoes over. Okay, the toaster's not gonna go in the bathroom though. That implies some very bad things. Let's just put it up here for when we need it. We have to take it down to use it. Sorry. Again, I hope you're tall, person. Think I can fit anything else in there. Maybe I don't put the jeans in there then. We want all of our undergarments hidden. We don't want to leave those just out. Oh, Rubik's Cube. That can fit on the desk. Toaster is aspirational. Ah, here we go. Something to hang up. We only have 4 hangers. We are definitely in a dorm room. I could organize the panties even more, but let's just be honest. They're gonna get worn quickly and then tossed back in the drawer. Because we are not gonna have time to keep up with all that laundry. I guess there's a bit of a story. Laundry. Laundry in my dorm was awful. I hated it. There was so many people who wanted to do laundry, and we had like 4 or 5 laundry machines for the whole dorm. We're talking 4 floors of people, and there were only 4 washers and 4 dryers. Oh, is this supposed to be the mouse pad? Okay. The ruler again. Can't fit it there. Can I put it, stick it somewhere? Okay, there's fine. 04, 05. Oh, that must be a yearbook or something. Set that at the end. That's why you do laundry at the least appropriate time. Exactly. I was always doing laundry then. Like, middle of the night, no one around. Everyone's out partying. That's when you do your laundry. What's this? Ah! It's an MP3 or iPod or something. That definitely needs to be out and reachable. Maybe on the bed. I kind of left mine on the bed a lot. I wish I could put things on the windowsill. Because I used to put stuff on my windowsill too, because dorms are limited space. You gotta use that. Yeah, for someone who doesn't sleep, midnight is midday. We're gonna put the piggy bank up here. Piggy bank is now aspirational. A neat little graphic tee. Mermaids, I think? Ah, the soccer ball. Still like soccer. I can't just keep piling things on this desk, can I? Okay, there, it goes there. Maybe I should just keep the t-shirts folded. That can be hung up, but t-shirts folded. Toaster is above all. Yeah, to think you have time for that. I did have pretty decent food in my dorms, though. It was surprising, but nice. Keeps a lot of the toys. That's really sweet. That looks like pajamas. Yeah. Oh, I can't hang them up together. No, the pajamas must not be separated. Fine. I'll leave them out on the bed. Yeah, those are pajamas too. Okay, we will find a place for the pajamas. Dorm rooms are a little harder to organize. So many pairs of underwear. And toilet paper just in case. Just in case they run out. I've run out of space on the bookshelf. Oh no. I'm screwed. Damn, I can't move that. Keep it there. That old soccer ball's getting dirty though. Just TP right there. There was only one shoe! There wasn't another shoe! What the heck? Why do you have this one shoe? Are you that attached? The TP there. Can go here. Can I fit these? I can fit one. I guess these can just go on the bottom. Use all available space. Oh! Wait! No, they got a nice place! What the hell? There's a kitchen too? I didn't get a kitchen until I've been already at my college for 2 years. A lot of mugs. Studio? Yeah. Sugar. Something else. Cookie jar. Plates. Man, they get a studio? Didn't get one of those for a long time. I guess the... Oh. Mismatched boxes. Okay, keyboard, I was wondering where you were. Move that over anymore? No. Toaster, come with me. Oh, big old knife. Maybe we'll find the missing shoe. Maybe. I don't know where to put all this yet. That's silverware. Alright. Maybe we should get on to more roommate stories. I just am so focused for some reason. Why am I so focused? This game does that to people. Yeah. There's a shoe! Get with your twin. Oh, right. The toilet paper. That can go in the bathroom. Look, it's looking better now. It's looking better. We're not a disorganized mess. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, move this over here. Move this up. I can move that over. Looks a little better. What is that? Some kind of kitchen implement? Possibly? I don't know what that is. Leave that there for now. Veggie peeler. Okay. I'm running out of space for dishes. Oh, coffee. Let's leave the coffee sugar out here. A big old thing of salt. I thought I liked salt a lot. Paper towels. I guess here? Ah, oh, last box. Why am I so focused? Why is this so relaxing? If my food doesn't stink from salt, is it even food? Kinda, yeah. That's the way I've gotta be. I have so much salt. For most people, it would be a huge issue, but my sodium levels are actually kinda low. Ooh, bug spray. That goes down here. Some kind of appliance. Food scale? And that could also go down. Pots. Can I really fit nothing else up top? What the hell? Fine. Ah! Why? Why have you abandoned me like this, game? Fine, set everything on the floor. Let's see what we're working with. Go up here. And the mismatched drawers. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. And I won't go there. Wish I could move this a different way. It's stuck now. Putting the oil on the bottom shelf is criminal. Why? You just take it out when you need it. I can't find room for anything. Salt you stay out too. It still won't fit? Here? Okay, fine, you go up there. And veggie peeler here. And back to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. This is gonna take a bit. Okay, I'm gonna just pause so I can actually stretch and get my mind back because this game is taking up all of my brain space. And it shouldn't be. It's so simple, but it's very soothing. I like organizing. Thank you for the stretch. Add a little bit of water too. Okay. So I was talking about my first roommate when I first moved into the dorms, being super, super loud. Well, there was another thing that was super, super loud, and I hated it. I was always so pissed. So there was one thing that was very, very good and very, very bad. It was a double-edged sword of my first 2 years of college. I lived in this one dormitory. What it was that I lived on the 3rd floor for 2 years of this dormitory out of 4 floors. And on the ground floor was the cafeteria. So I lived in the dorm where the only cafeteria on campus was. Because for some reason, they had like 4 dormitories, but only one of them had the cafeteria, and I was lucky enough to have that one. It was also close to all of my Japanese classes, which was nice. I didn't have to walk in the rain. Yep, I think Psycho's already got where this is going. The good thing was I could just go downstairs and have a nice meal. I wouldn't have to walk out in the rain on the weekends or anything. I wouldn't have to go far in the morning when I wanted breakfast. Some people would have to walk all the way across campus just to get food in the morning. And I could not be about that life. So I was so happy I got this dorm until about 4 months in to my college career. There was an alarm. A very, very loud alarm that woke me up in the middle of the night. It was the fire alarm because the kitchen was making bacon at like 3 in the morning. Just preparing stuff because they'd have to feed so many people. So the cooks would get in at like 3 or 4 in the morning and start cooking breakfast. And I swear, after that point, at once a month at least, the fire alarms would go off at 3 in the morning, and it's not just being woken up. We had to go outside the entire dormitory in our pajamas, and you could tell who were freshmen and who had been here longer in this dormitory, because the first couple times that this happened, I was freezing. Because it was like November, December, and I'm out there in like shorts and a t-shirt that I was sleeping in. But there were students who had like big fluffy robes and big fluffy like house shoes that they could just easily slip on and still be comfortable outside. And they would walk outside and everyone's like, oh yeah, they've been here for a year or two. They know how it is in this dorm. So, yeah, after a while I caught on and got a big fluffy robe and some fluffy house shoes because we would be standing out there for an hour to 2 hours in the middle of the night. Early morning, like supposed to have 4 hours left to sleep before I get up for classes. Barely slept at all to begin with. And then the fire alarm has me outside, sometimes in like the worst weather. Rain, sleet, snow, it didn't matter. We had to go outside because of the fire alarm because people were cooking bacon. Freaking bacon. Oh, so annoying. And that happened the whole 2 years. I didn't have a choice but to live like that because I had to live my first 2 years on campus. You think they would change something? You would think, but this was protocol and apparently had been for some years. Like, if there is possibly a fire in a building where there are so many people living, it has to be evacuated. Even if everyone knows the alarm only went off because of some bacon smoke, the building has to be evacuated. It was terrible. Maybe no bacon? I don't know. I could have sacrificed bacon. I would have gladly sacrificed bacon for 2 years for some actual sleep. And then, let's see, the other part of that first 2 years. So I mentioned my first roommate being very loud and being a bit of a hoarder. Let me explain that part more. So you see how this person has their stuff all nice and organized? Well, my first roommate did not. She did not know the meaning of the word, and I am a very clean person. That was one of the main things I put on like my roommate questionnaire when I entered college, was like, I can't be with somebody who's messy. It's gonna drive me insane. Guess what they did? They put me with someone who was messy. I swear they did those things just to challenge you. If you put something annoyed you, like every friend I had in college, if they had something that annoyed them, it was always what their roommate ended up being. Like, college is hard enough. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Anyway, I would often end up cleaning up the dorm room because I couldn't take it. And I have allergies to dust too. And she kept everything so dusty, so it actually was kind of like making me sick. So I had to clean up. So I would clean up her side of the dorm too, because I got her permission. Ugh. So much dust. All the time. She would never clean because she was hardly ever in the room to begin with. She was always out somewhere. Until she had to go to sleep, or in the middle of the night writing papers while I'm trying to sleep, and I can't sleep because I hear her keyboard going clack, 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 clack. Oh, this is bringing back bad memories. Sleepless nights. She was nice though, like, she tried to help me acclimate to the college experience because I came in the middle of the year because I'd had a bad medical accident and I had to take like 1.5 years off before I entered college. And they were like, well, you could just start, you know, in August when everyone else starts. I'm like, no, I've waited long enough. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to start in the middle. I do not want to keep waiting because I lived in a crappy hometown. And I just really wanted to get out and go to college. Really wanted to get out. So I did. And I went in the middle of the year and it made me a weirdo for the entire time. That's what you did? Twinsies! But yeah, it was rough. She tried to help. We went out to like eat some different places in town, and like she had a car and I didn't, so she helped me get around a few times when I needed to go and get groceries or things like snacks, detergent for the laundry, stuff like that. Because I did have the cafeteria, so I didn't have to like cook or feed myself. But it's always nice to have snacks. Or, you know, like Gatorade or something. You just want something in your room while you're studying. Yeah, sometimes annoying, but she wasn't a monster. She just really, really affected my sleep schedule and my dust allergies. So I could mostly put up with it. There was one really bad thing that happened though. I still remember her screaming at me. So she had a lot of hobbies. Like a lot of hobbies. She would just drop and pick up new hobbies all the time. So she was getting into bead bracelets for a while. She had like 2 big old crates on her desk for the beads. And I was cleaning off all of the dust that had gathered on her desk, and candy wrappers and granola wrappers, like granola bars and all that stuff. So while I was cleaning, because of my allergies and her permission, because she never did it herself, that's going to be a running trend with some of my roommates. I was scooping everything into a trash bag, and I was going to move the beads aside so I could reach something that was behind them. So I go to reach behind them, and I'm gonna move the box, and it has like a handle on the box, and it looks like it's closed, right? So I think I can just pick it up. So I try to pick it up, and the beads go everywhere. We're talking like 3 pounds of those little craft beads for bracelets. Yep. On the dusty, dirty hair everywhere ass room of her side that I hadn't cleaned for a bit. Because I didn't clean her room as often, her side of the room as often as I did mine. Just because that was a lot of extra work. And I still had to study. I still had to write papers. I had things to do. But yeah, it goes everywhere, and so I'm trying to pick up the beads, and I'm like, I can't do this one by one. This is going to take me 5 days straight of work to do this. So I get the broom and dustpan, and I sweep them all up into the dustpan, and I like shake it out in like a strainer or something that I had laying around. Like some kind of mesh thing. And I try to get all of the hair and dirt away as much as I can, and I put the beads back in and close the case properly and go about cleaning, and then I forget about it. So she gets back, right? She's like, oh, the room's clean again, thanks. And I'm like, brr, 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 just let me study. So she goes over and decides, oh, I'm gonna do some bead bracelets for me and my friends because we're going to this party or something and I want them all to match. So she starts opening the case, and lo and behold, there are still some hairs and a little bit of dirt and stuff in there. And she's like, what the fuck happened? And I tell her, and she gets on to me really bad about it for some reason. When, like, I can barely walk through her side of the room. There's so much trash and, like, a guitar, a keyboard, both that she never played, by the way. She said she was going to start a band, but she never did. But she just left them in the room. A bunch of clothes, extra blankets, like, she had like 3 rooms worth of stuff in this dorm on her side. And it kept trying to encroach to my side because I didn't have much stuff. So, a one-man band. No, she had like 5 friends. She had those 5 guy friends I mentioned. So she was gonna have them all play instruments with her, but they never got started. Thank God, honestly, because then my sleep would have been even worse. Where would they have gone to practice? Probably our dorm. That's where they always hung out anyway. So yeah, that's basically the story of my first roommate. Those were her issues. Not so bad. Typical roommate behavior, honestly. She did start putting, like, a dresser and a tea set right next to my bed because she didn't have any more room on her side. And then she tried to put a base over there, too, like, right by the bathroom, so I'd probably trip over it in the middle of the night. And I was like, no. You can leave the small dresser and the tea set, they fit against the wall, but I'm not taking any more stuff on my side of the room. That was our beef, was space and cleanliness. which I think is pretty normal. Let them do one thing, they expect more, exactly. The perfume. A lot of stuff. Do I have... Nope. No storage in there. Oh, a med kit. That goes down here. Up front, easy to grab. More bras. Okay, we're just gonna leave those here for now. Tampons. Conditioner. Extra toilet papers. They like packed up all of their extra toilet paper. Pads. Those further in the back, I guess. Little trash bin. That goes in the kitchen. You can tell it was very haphazard with the planning here. I don't know where to put it. Okay, these things are all wrong, apparently. At least see if we can get the bedroom straight. Can't fit any more in there. I can move these, though. Boop. Perfectly placed, because that's how that works. What? The pajamas? Oh, come on. And this. That can go there. I will concede to that. I don't know. Up here? Is that fine? Will it let me do that? The extra pair of pajamas up there? One in this drawer for no apparent reason. I hope they're tall. I really don't know where you want me to put this. Those won't go there. Maybe if I scoosh all the mugs. It still won't fit there. Why? This goes there. There! Done! Done. Don't mind the weird pot placement on the microwave, it's a studio. Woo! Turning sideways doesn't exist. Yeah. I have to cook for myself? Uh-oh. I had some problems with cooking for myself at first, I will admit. I did really simple stuff, you know, mac and cheese, rice and chicken, that sort of thing for a long time until I moved in with a friend that helped me learn how to cook. And then everything was fine, and then I got really sick and chronically ill, and then fell out of cooking again, and that's where I am now. I'm a pretty good cook, and a good baker, too, when I have the energy. Woo! Is this cosplay? Is this cosplay? Ooh, I'm gonna be more interested. I got a boop! Thank you! Okay. I think I'm gonna take a little break because I need to use the little fox's room. So I will be right back in a bit, okay? Please stick around. And I'm back. Hello. Okay. So we're on another thing. I'm probably gonna share stories of my second and maybe my third roommate because the second one didn't have a lot going on. Sorry, apparently I have a bit of a cough today. Ooh, there's threads all over the floor. Ah, gotta clean that up. Gotta vacuum. This place already has a lot of stuff in it, though. Oh, wait, no, those are like games. So, a book here? I think that's a... Or is that another game? I don't know. Still this same action figure that's really cute. I'll put it near the TV. I put a lot of things like that near my TV because I have game systems too. Okay, what's this? Another game system? Question mark? What is it? I don't see. Well, whatever it is, it's supposed to go flat. Oh, that's gonna need to go in the bedroom. We have like a full apartment now? Yeah. Bathroom, bedroom. Oof. Label your boxes, please. Please label your boxes. Oh, this is gonna be awful. This is gonna be awful, I just know. The boxes are gonna be all messed up. This is why I always label my boxes. Well, is that like your D&D party? Isn't that the other character on the left that was signed before? Aww. Your adventuring group. So many controllers. Obviously has friends to play games with. Ooh, big blanket. Looks like a fuzzy couch blanket to me. Maybe like stack this right here so there's a little more like steps like going up for that other picture. Connect to the wall a little. But it doesn't fit quite right in the middle. That will annoy me. Stick it there for now. We'll figure something out. That's gonna go in the kitchen. Ooh, board game. Even the position's making your body stiff. Can't move the things that are on the floor, no! I want to clean for you! Oh wait, that goes over there. Oh, there's a hot water bottle on the couch. That obviously means that there's a certain time going on. Ugh. The spirit. But then it's not even with the TV if I do that. Ah! Maybe just put this over here. No, but I can't fit it in the middle of the wall. That annoys me so much. I like things to be very well centered. No! Fine. Take this to the kitchen. More of a dining room than a kitchen. Oh, there's a dirty bowl too. Here's the kitchen. Okay, they got a nicely sized place now. Doing pretty well for themselves. Okay, I can fit both up. Okay, another towel. That's silverware. Oh, they have extra towels in here already. Measuring, I think? Measuring spoons there. Just set everything on the counter. Then we can see what we're doing. That. What is that? I don't know what that little thing is. Darn. I really don't know what those are for. Can I please clean their dishes? I never have the energy to really do dishes, though. I just want it clean. I don't have the energy to do it, but I want it clean. This looks like a towel, like a bath towel. Yeah. Put that up there, but we will probably forget about it forever. The first aid kit, usually in the bathroom. Now this was in the kitchen last time, like a food scale, but it kind of looks like another kind of scale. Maybe I can put this down there. Maybe there's more room this time. Music is nice. It's very soothing. Extra sponges. Whatever this is. Oh, come on, that would totally fit. But no, not for this game. Sure, I guess can go up there. Cookie jar. Knife. Whatever the heck all of these are can go in here. They maybe cookie cutters or something? I don't really know. I don't know where you go either. You look like a food scale. Man, you're just gonna leave your toilet paper on the floor? How could you? It's gonna go in places. 3 toothbrushes. Interesting. Multiple toothpastes. Okay, so you're moving your stuff in, but you're all like sharing this space then. Some other people. Flippers. Didn't know we were animals. Yeah, it's very... a little messy. Messy girl aesthetic. A room in here. Yay, there is! I will take this shelf then for my hairbrush and toothpaste. Probably gonna be other stuff though. Makeup can go down there. It's in a nice compact baggie. Some kind of medicine? Do I get a drawer? Yeah. Okay, maybe this is better in here. Deodorant can go up there. Perfume. A loofah, that goes there. That goes in here too. That will also go in here, but now where does the razor go? Maybe we save that in our drawer and take it out when we need it. Some kind of air freshener? I think that this room is done then. Oh boy. Let's save that one. Yeah, we're definitely moving into a mixed living situation. They all like to read a lot, though. I respect that. We'll go up here. This is their party! Their party has their own figurines. Oh my gosh. They are an adventuring party. A red panda? There we go. I was trying to get it to stand upright. It didn't want to. The kitty plushie still exists. Yes. And a chicken. Maybe chicken can go up there. And there's our little chicken. Hey, but they have to go together. Move the books. Oh, there's wig forms too! Nice. Definitely cosplayers. I am having fun! Surprisingly, I didn't think it would be this much fun just to reorganize. But they have some cool stuff. There's no great place to put this. Okay, I think I have to tackle the big room now. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. Most people think the game will be fine and end up spending hours not looking at anything but their screen. Exactly! It's really, really... I'm shocked. This is innovative. I want to play more. I'm not even through with the game, but I want more of them. It's so comforting. What the heck is this? Sketch or something? Since I can't stack things, I kind of want to just put the art supplies up here. So many. So many art supplies. Okay. What was I going to talk about? Right, my second roommate. So her main problem was like, how do I say this? She wasn't there, which is cool. Like, honestly, when you're an introvert, if you gotta have a roommate, you kind of want a roommate that's never gonna be around. Oh, that's underwear again, isn't it? But the big problem with it was she was just an enigma the entire time. Like, I don't think we said more than like a few paragraphs worth of words to each other throughout an entire year living together. And she would come in at the most random times. Like, she wouldn't show up to the place for like, I don't know, 2 weeks sometimes. And it would get crazy because she would show up in the middle of the night, take a shower, and then leave again. And I would like, where is she sleeping? Because she lives here. All of her stuff is here. But she's never here. So I started to get really freaked out sometimes. That should probably go in the hangers. Hangers. The t-shirt. Yeah, because she would show up at 3 a.m., shower, and leave. It would freak me out. Because I would be sound asleep. And then all of a sudden, I just hear the shower running. Like, can you imagine how creepy that is in the middle of the night in, like, a dorm, kind of unfamiliar area? Like, it was bad. And so one day, I was finally, like, trying to figure out what's going on with this lady. And I figured it out. No, I wanted to face the other way. So I found out that her boyfriend lived across the hall. And what was going on was that she would just go over there and stay all of the time. All of the time. She was just staying at her boyfriend's. But he had his own roommate too. So I feel real bad for that guy. Because he just had to deal with that. I can only imagine having to deal with a couple sleeping in the room together all the time, refusing to give you space. That would be even worse than having the disappearing enigma roommate that pops up. I'd sleep outside if I was him. Yeah, it just seems so rude, like... I was really upset for a while about that. Can I stick this upright? No. I don't really want to take up that much space with it. Put it under the bed? Is that another shoe? Yeah. I know what some of this stuff is. And then I found out the reason she was never really around was that she was in the arts part of the college. Like, I would kind of was because, you know, English major and everything. Writer, right? I can put things under the pillow. Oh my god. I'm just stacking up the clothes till I figure out what to do with them. In reality, it's just someone like her, yeah. I didn't really get a friend's roommate ever. It was sad. I will sort all of the clothes later. This is how I organize. All of the gym stuff can go under the bed. We might not even use it anyway. This is gym stuff too. Just take everything out of the boxes. Oh, do you have like an arts degree? That's cool. Put that up there, nice and prominent. That's full. Looks like we got more underwear still. You commute to school because you don't want to deal with roommates. Yeah. It wasn't the worst. It just had its really bad moments. That needs to move. Somewhere. Shirt. And pants. Oh wait, those were just pants. These should probably be hung up. I'm getting distracted again. My attention span. I'm just gonna try to finish the desk, and then I will continue. No, it won't fit in the drawer. It never fits in the drawer. It needs to move over. Yeah, I'll leave that out then. Drawer? No, no drawer? Fine. I want to leave the D20 out because that's cool. Looks like they have a barista job or something. Hat and apron are definitely uniform stuff. The D20 is cool. Stays out. Yes, yes, I know. All of the things must come off of the floor. Let's put this away so you don't have to stare at it all the time. Can't put the hat. Okay. Hat can go up there. More jeans. Other uniform stuff. I move that? Okay. Underwear is just gonna be a little weird. It's fine. We're making things fit. I usually organize my stuff by shirts that are nice, and then, like, skirts and stuff. And... well, I can't do the dress pants like that? Lame. Fine. Jacket. This is a set. These are 2 shirts that I guess don't get hung up. Shirt. And dress pants. Probably for the job, so I'll put it up there. Shoes. I'm just so invested now. Save me. And these monstrosities, whatever they are they workout shoes? I think I knew someone who had workout shoes like this. One of my ex-friends now, but one of my friends had workout shoes that looked like these, but they had like separated toe bits, and it freaked me out so much. But he insisted that they helped with working out. Like they're supposed to help your balance or something. Can I set this upright? No. Take up so much space. I can't put it up there either. A little goofy, maybe. Yeah, it always weirded me out. Because he would wear them out and about, too. He was, like, really health conscious. And he's like, they help with balance and they make everything better. And I'm like, okay, man. They look really weird. Maybe just put it on the bed. I don't know where else to put it. Why are these things not right? This is right, though, so it can't go in there. I don't see a space left in the shelves. Maybe if I move some stuff? Okay. Is that better? Maybe I should put this in the drawer. Sad as it is, it's just a cute little artwork. Okay. I think this is good now. What about this? Ah. The clippers are wrong. Oh, you just want me to put them on the zinc? That's better than putting them on a shelf? What the heck? A D20! Critical! Wait, we're all sharing one bathroom. Yeah, I think I was more worried about your kitchen. 2010. Oh boy, getting a lot more stuff. Oh look, you can see the cars driving by. Okay. Ugh. This would lead us to roommate 3. What happened with roommate 3? Which one was that? So, after my second year with that Enigma roommate that was always missing, I moved into apartments on campus. So, like, it was still under the jurisdiction of the college, and I still paid it with, like, grants and stuff. But it was technically an apartment, but I had one roommate, but we had different bedrooms. We shared a living room and kitchen. We had our own bedrooms and our own bathrooms, which honestly was enough for me most of the time. It was pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. But the bad thing about this roommate, she was very, very, very stuck up. She was a business major, and I was in the creative fields. You can see how that would conflict, probably. So, had accumulated a bunch of like anime posters and some figurines and stuff over my 2 years that I was at college, and I'd been going to conventions for the first times. So I had some things that I wanted to put up in the living room. I was like, yeah, this really big poster would look nice behind the couch. And she moved in 2 days after me. So I had already set everything up. And I was open to like discussion of how the living room space should be used, of course. But she walks in and scoffs at my posters and goes, oh, like, okay, that's gotta go. And I'm like, excuse me? She's like, you can stick whatever you want in your room, but that can't be out here. I have to maintain an image. And that was our first words to each other. Because I was in the kitchen making lunch or something when she first came in. I was making a sandwich, I think. So I'm just standing there, bread and chips in hand, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, she was way too good for that stuff. Just hang on and listen, though, because... her room was a pigsty. Because nobody would see it. But I would see it because she would leave the door open and I would go out into the kitchen, and there's a straight, like, lines of sight towards her bedroom when I leave my room to go to the kitchen. And she just had, like, tapestries everywhere. Things were dusty. It was, like, really crowded with stuff. Like, I couldn't see how she got in and out of her room without having to kick some things aside. And, like, fine, you can be messy. It's your own space. But the fact that she was saying I was childish, she actually said that. Like, she looked at my anime posters and was like, isn't that a little childish for someone in their 20s? Like, haven't you grown out of that yet? And then she found out I was an anime club, and some nights on Thursdays, some weeks, I was like an ambassador for the club. So I would put on costumes or like certain Japan like alternative fashion like Lolita outfits, and I would go to the club. And we would have anime watch parties and talk about club activities and conventions and different things like that in the area. And sometimes I would have this guy who I was really good friends with. Let's call him Jay because I just don't want to use names. Jay would come over and he liked to cross-dress. So I would let him put on some of my outfits and my cosplays sometimes, and we would go to anime club together dressed up like that. It was just a really good way to relieve the stress of all of the college life and experiences. And my roommate would lock herself in her room like we were deranged when he would come over and start putting clothes on with me. And I took great offense to that. And the wall that I had put a poster on was connected to my room. There was a whole other wall for her room, and I thought she could put stuff on that wall in the living room and I would put stuff on the one that was connected to my room. But she said, no, it's a shared space, so we can't do that. I can't have childish things because I'm going to have important business people and family members over that I will need to impress. She never did. Never. Not once. Not once did she have people like that over the whole year. You want to know who she had over? Party friends. She only had party friends over, and she was afraid that they would see my stuff and make fun of her for it. It's my stuff. I don't care. But then I did come in one day, and she was telling the story drunk. Like, very, very seriously drunk. Like, slurring, not able to sit up straight. Like, one of her guy friends had his arm around her, like, trying to prop her up. She was basically falling asleep talking, kind of drunk, messy. And she was talking all kinds of shit about me. She didn't even realize that I walked into the room, and the guys were all just laughing because she was telling the story about the poster and how I put that up, and that, oh, I've got this like stupid geeky nerd roommate who shuts herself in her room a lot and sometimes has friends over, and they put on these stupid costumes and they do all this stupid stuff. Like, they're adults now. They should have grown out of all of this. What is it, Halloween all year? And they would all cackle. And I was like right there. I was like right there, walking, trying to like get in my room to get past them because they were in the dark, of all things, too. There was like one little table lamp on, and they were all just like 6 people huddled in the dark, and the place just smelled of alcohol. That's the kind of people she would have over, that she didn't want me to put one single anime poster in the living room. Like, really? Really now? That's what you're gonna go with, okay? Yeah, business professionals are showing up for sure. You have to maintain your business image. What the hell? So yeah, that was that horror story. Alcohol's a necessity for business. Is this actually maybe over here? No, that's games. Here. Yeah, I would just get really mad at her a lot for things like that. She just was not respectful of anybody at all. Sometimes I wonder where those roommates are now, you know? Oh, do they have like a beetle or something in there? Scorpion? Can't tell. Ooh, they've got a bartender kit and a little zen garden. I like this person. This person has good taste. These could be edited into a video. Yeah, I probably will. Can I lean this against a wall or something? No. Leave it on the couch for now. More underwear. The mysterious one pair of underwear with all of the games. Let's go there? No? Okay. Maybe just leave it here? Chicken on the stereo. Cluck cluck. And baby chicken. Another baby chicken! Can I move you over any? No? Oh, but they all have to be together! They have to! Okay, I can move the controller. I don't want to put them on the floor. Maybe D&D can go over here. Chickens! They're adorable! The music's good too, and all the changes. I like it. Okay, this is like another book. Here. Ew. Those are like strategy guides or tabletop stuff, huh? Those big old books. Just stack them up. Ah, there's too many! What's this? Oh, that one was flat for some reason. That's why I couldn't fit any more books there. Another controller. More games. So many games. We're gonna run out of room for games. Another chicken! Where do I put all of these games? This is my usual conundrum. What do I do with all of these? Space where? Space how? Oh, the music went off. No. I'm gonna pile these to the sky. Why are there so many? You need more bookshelves, my friend. I'm gonna have to see if I can put the controllers over here. Maybe I can fit some books here. Oh, come on, a sweater. Okay. Some books down here so we don't look crazy. Just stacking them all. Can't stack these things. Oh right, this shouldn't be on the couch. This had to go somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe just on the table? Hopefully? Maybe we'll get away with it. All right, I haven't even done the bedroom. Let's do bathroom first. No medicine cabinet this time. Can't put anything on that shelf. Aw. Oh, the mug's cracked. Oh no. Lotion. Spray. There goes bedroom. Medicine. Oh, everyone would always just leave these on the sink. That's kitchen. The place is looking much cleaner than it did before. I gotta give them that. Looking nicer. Oh, that's in the way. Okay, that wasn't so bad. This and this need to go in here. This person really just never learned how to label their boxes. For shame. Dun dun. Okay, let's do bedroom next. Closet stuff over here. So much more space. There's a lot of suits and stuff. Moving in with a lover. Yeah, I should give them their own. This his stuff, though? Should I be messing with that? Should we share underwear drawers? Is that too personal? I think that's too personal. Your stuff is everywhere. Why? Wish I was motivated to organize like this instead of a game. Yeah. I keep my stuff pretty well organized. My drawers, not as much. I have a drawer for everything, but I don't really, like, you know, spend a lot of time making sure every pair of panties is color-coded in order. That's just a lot of work. I used to. Stuff people are never even gonna see, but I would see it and it would drive me crazy if it was not right. Ah, the art supplies again. Kind of getting fewer, aren't they? Some of this stuff. Ah, dumbbells. Still gotta keep fit. I wish I could keep fit. I'm too lazy. I'm trying. Every year I say I'm gonna make this my year to get in shape, and I can't. It never ends up happening. Likes purple a lot. Too relatable. Yeah. Still has the plushie. Oh, he has a boo-boo on the back of his head now, though. Better sew that shut. He gets the middle of the bed. If your boyfriend can't accept your plushies, he's not worth it. Beans over here, maybe? Their t-shirt. Skirt. Has no hangers left. It's a problem. So we have some nice things here that need to be hung up. We don't want creases. Give me room for my shoes. Thank you. Ah, hangers. Of course, mismatched. All of his stuff is very neat. I see. But that one won't work. Come on. This should be able to... Okay, there we go. One of them. I need another clip hanger. Oh no, another skirt! And another nice top. Man, I would wear all of these clothes. This is my style. Oh, gotta hang that up somewhere. Somewhere. Ah, there we go. Clip hanger. Some heels, some flats for work. Like, no more room for the shoes, though. Put some over here? Okay. Whew. Feel like I'm gonna get tired just sorting through all this. There's not really much wall space in here. I gotta hang this up out here. Somewhere. Somewhere. Right? There has to be some wall space. Over the freaking toilet, my diploma. That's about how good it is. It's about what I can do with it. I mean, it is a bit cluttered, but it's very nicely organized. Let's see if we can move these. No. Can't move the posters that are here. But I need to hang up my accomplishment. Is the only place I can hang it really over the toilet? Wow, way to send a message about how good getting an education is now. Goodbye. I always dreamed about going to college, and I would say if you can, you should do it, but like... Man. It's not worth what it used to be. I think that's everything. No, I think that's there's things in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I haven't even done the kitchen. I'm just staring at the boxes like, that's good. That's good enough. I don't want to do the kitchen again. Hate the kitchen. Kitchen sucks. Guys got a lot of nice stuff though. That really fit in there? Okay. It looked like it was too tall. It fit. Thank you for the boop. Did he really not have, like, seasonings? Looks like he just has pepper and pink salt. That's it. She's bringing in the seasonings. She's bringing the flavors. Olive oil, balsamic vinegar. Look like maybe garlic salt? A, juicer? Oh, more of these card thingies. More appliances. Let's just get everything out. Maybe this can go in the back. There's more space on the stove this time, at least. This place looks really nice, though. Oh, is that a laptop? Yeah, that can't fit in the bedroom. Living room? Maybe I could put it on the table, but then where's this gonna go? Is this just gonna live on the floor? I don't want it to live on the floor. I don't think it's supposed to. Always with finding things that aren't supposed to be in places. That's already full. Guess it could go in here? Full. Some space there. For the bathroom. Why is it in this box? Why do you do this to me? Toaster again. Different toaster. Other toaster went kaput. You know, toasters don't really last that long. Which house is my favorite? That's difficult. I feel like it would be this one if it was a little less, like... It's all very modernistic. I would like a mix of the cleanliness and organization of this place, but with the lived-in, nerdy vibe of the last place. Yes, I know that doesn't go there, but I don't know where to put it. Oh, are these going up on the fridge now? Okay. Nah. This should probably go here. This goes somewhere. Heck if I know where. Oh, that's a food measuring scale. I have one just like this over here. Oh, it's behind my head. Never mind, you can't see it. Just enough space for those. Very nice how there is always just enough space for this person's stuff. Can't put that in there. Cookies? Cookies can go in there. Don't see a lot of room, my guy. Like, the least he could have done is move some things so she had space for some of her stuff. Like, who's gonna reach up here to be able to get all this? Actually, that might be a perfume. It's a fancy top. Might be bathroom soap, but I don't think I brought that. Move that over. I need my toast. I need my morning toast. So many appliances now. See, this can go over. Wow. I'm getting really confused by this one. I don't really know what goes where anymore. Everything's full. Nope, that's definitely like bathroom or something. that on the floor. Doesn't belong here. Okay. Okay. That better? No? That better? No? I don't know where this goes. What is it? No, why are you so picky? It looks like perfume or something. How do I tell where it belongs? Diploma on the floor is sad. It is. And it got quiet again. No, it's not for the drink bar. Not like a special bitters or anything. What is it? What is this thing? What is this random bottle? And why does it belong nowhere? I really don't know where to put the diploma. I want a wall to hang it on, but I'm starting to think they just want me to shove it in the closet, which is very sad. I mean, that's where mine is, but it's still sad, okay? I'm allowed to think it's sad, even if I have my own placed in a closet. Give me some more room. Take up more of your drawer space. Guys gotta share. Yeah, no, it won't fit in there. Maybe this will now? Yeah, that fits at least. Does it go under the bed? On the floor? Seems so sad. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to this person. I don't know what else to do, though. Okay. Where does this stuff go? Give me space. Okay, put it in the drawer? No. I'm never gonna get to the next roommate story if I can't figure out where these last few pieces go. Why do you have to be so picky about it? Any ideas, anyone? This bottle's driving me nuts. It doesn't belong in the kitchen. It doesn't belong in... What? You're fine with it here? Is this, like, dish soap? Is that what it is? Is that why you're so mad at me? It has to be close to the zinc? Still don't know how to put those anywhere. You do not stack your stuff well enough. And it seems like the diploma really does belong under the bed, which makes me so upset. Somewhere else you can put this? No. Okay. These go under the bed too? No, okay. At least you're not giving up your art hobby. I guess this goes in the bedroom too. There's like no room in the closet. Frustrating. Yeah, it is to show she's changing herself. That goes on the floor? It's not red anymore. But these can't. Yeah, she really doesn't need to. He seems a little bit uptight. Like, I appreciate how clean it is versus the last place, don't get me wrong. It's very organized and nice, and I like that. And she still has her game consoles, like, seems like she's still doing okay. This isn't a cry for help moment. Maybe they just stack on the laptop? Maybe that will be okay? No? Can I not fit them all? Let me stack things. And the music again. Yes, I know, I'm taking a long time, okay? Soundtrack, don't rush me. I always keep that kind of stuff on the posters. Okay. This can be stacked on this, and this can go here. It still doesn't fit! It's still not allowed? Wait, is this a whiteboard? I've been thinking this was some kind of like a whiteboard. That makes sense. Okay, we're done. We're done here. I embarrassed myself. (2010) Not all coffee is instant. Who knew? Yeah, he has some nice coffee stuff. I wonder if he has a Vietnamese drip. I got one of those from a friend recently. It's pretty nice. 2012. You cheer. Thank you! Oh my gosh! I think that's one of my first big goals made with that. Thank you! I don't know what to say, thanks! Oh no, the plushie should not be on the floor. Wait, 2012. The last one was 2010, so that's 2 years later. Did they break up and she's in like a tiny space now? I'm confused. Yeah, she's in a studio. She doesn't even have a kitchen. Oh no! It's just bathroom and bedroom. Oh, hang on! What? You had to downgrade that much from one of your other spots? Like, even when you had all those roommates, it was a lot better, and the music's kind of sad. Yeah, I was gonna say, the music's sad now. It's so much less. Has the scorpion pet back? I'm kind of sad. Got a DS. That's nice. Yeah, keep up your hobbies. Do what you love. Art supplies are coming back more. It gets so hard to see, like, where I'm putting things. A yo-yo. Yeah. Well, not to change for nobody. Instead of just the one plushie, now there's two. The figures, we can't forget the friends. Ooh, soccer trophies. It's nice. See, there are nice things. Are these supposed to stuck up somewhere? Okay, there we go. Sketchbooks. Yes, yes. Put your diploma back up. It's probably an arts degree, and he probably didn't think that that was good. He's probably some kind of businessy type. Made her feel bad about it. Jerk. It's like old wrapping paper, I think. Okay, where am I gonna put this? Business slander. Hey, I told you about the business roommate. Oh yeah, there's a medal on that. That means that they painted this. I am correct. I want that more prominent. You got a medal. That needs to be more prominent. Yes. I'll maybe move this over to this side. This up a little. There we go. Ooh, incense. I know what that is. A little more forward. Want to keep an eye on that. More plushies. The chickens still live. They've made it through it all. Ah, hot water bottle. More chicken. I don't know why I love the chicken so much. I'm not even like a chicken fan per se. I just think they're really cute, that there's a whole family and it keeps growing. Another sketch thing? Yeah, a lot of people would probably call a room like this childish, but I like it. It's got personality. Like there's all the stickers and everything. Maybe it is like a childhood bedroom that they had to move back into after the breakup. That would make sense. And they get their own little bathroom. That heart mug's been through a lot, but you're gonna make it. It's gonna be okay. Ah, clippers again. Why do you always leave it in the up and ready to clip position? That upsets me. More pads and stuff. I wish I had a nice shower like this. Like, look at all of the stuff you can fit on this little windowsill. It's all nice and compact. Can I still fit that? No. Well, it's lotion. It can go outside. Oh no, there's another one of these. Maybe I need to move the razor someplace else too. I don't think all that's fitting. This is like medicine and stuff. Probably shouldn't put the razor in there then. Let's see what else we got. Yes, yes, I know. There's the wrong things here, I know. A razor's gonna block the door? Nah. These are maybe panty liners? I want to put the first aid there. No space there? Maybe now I can fit? No. I'd make it fit. Close that. Here? Oh, water bottle doesn't go there, so where does it go? Maybe it wants to be over here? Okay, bathroom's good. Got a few things over here. Oh, ukulele. I think that's a ukulele. Correct me if I'm wrong. Make room for the chickens. You guys can come over here. You're larger and easier to move. Chicken family gets priority. Did I have a fourth story? Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted. What was my fourth roommate again? Think a second. It does. I love the chicken family. They need to stay together forever. So, third roommate was the business lady. And then my fourth roommate... Oh, right. They were an exchange student. So, they did speak English, but she was like... I don't know. We just didn't vibe. We were kind of friendly for the first few days, and I was like, did I finally find, like, that roommate friend that I thought that I would have? But then it got weird. Like, she cooked dinner once, and I liked it. And I said I liked it. Like, it was fine. It just wasn't quite something that I loved, you know? And she kind of took offense to that. I didn't think I was rude, but she was kind of like, my mom's recipe, and... da-da-da-da-da. I was like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Why isn't this supposed to be up here? All the other ones fit. Weird. Hmm. And yeah, that was kind of where our relationship just started to take a weird turn. And she wasn't so bad. It was more like we just stopped talking. We just didn't talk anymore for a long time. And then all of a sudden she had to move out and some other roommate moved in. And I don't even remember that roommate because it was like for a month or two because she had to leave early for some reason to go back home. So the other roommate I barely even got to know. My big issue with that one was alcoholism. I'm just gonna be straight with it. They had a problem. They didn't even have friends over, but I would come out 3 times out of the week from my room to go make breakfast and get ready for class. And I would just find like 12 bottles of alcohol on the counter empty and like shakers and glasses and shot glasses. And I would have been able to hear if someone had been over because while it was an apartment, like I said, we did share the living room space in between our rooms. So it feels like if somebody had been over, I would have heard them come in. But I didn't. And yes, all of them were problems. All of my roommates have been problems. I will say I don't hate the fact that I lived with any of them except for my last one, which was the last roommate I will have ever had. Unless disaster strikes in my life, which hopefully not, knock on wood. But yeah. The bulk of the stories here will probably go to that last roommate. I just want to finish this real quick, because this darn ukulele never has a place to go. Why do you fit nowhere? And the bathroom still has something wrong too. The mug. You want me to move the mug to the other room? Or is that fine? That's fine? Okay. You're saying it's fine. Don't start lying to me now. Where does this go? Under the bed? Okay. Maybe this was the X. Maybe I should put this away somewhere for this picture. Nope. No. I want to hide. I want to hide it. But only has the one, the Bard character now, which is probably their character. All the other people probably still have theirs, though. They're just not living with those people anymore. Sit on it. Just sit on it. No, that's too good for him. You don't want to sit on his face anymore. But yeah, for that one roommate, I did have to clean out, like, put it down the zinc. Why is there no toilet, come to think of it? There's no toilet here. You kind of need a toilet, right? Okay, yep, they wanted to hide the X. That was the problem. That was the problem all along. The X needs to be hidden. Damn. That's what the shower's. No, it is not. No, no, no. Oh, that was a sad one. This room used to feel bigger. Yeah, they moved back. Home cooking was the achievement. Oh man. Okay, 2013. Ugh, trying to move back out again. That's rough. Yeah, I think it was her old room, but with like a half bathroom that was added on. Oh man, that was rough. I need a second. I need a second. I'm gonna take a drink. Water. Not alcohol, not like my past roommates. I do like alcohol, and I don't mind when people drink, and I don't mind if they have friends over to drink. But when you go through like 30 bottles, full large bottles of alcohol in a week, I think you have a problem. She had friends over once in a while, but like usually it was just by herself. At least she kind of like wasn't really loud or angry or violent or anything with it. So I just kind of let that roommate be for the couple months we lived together. It just kept my space and kind of cursed under my breath when I had to clean up all the stains and bottles and stuff because she never did anything with it. She would literally let like the entire kitchen be filled with alcohol bottles. They were in the sink. They were on the counters, they were on the kitchen table, like, I had to take them out or they never got taken out. So then I felt really weird because I would be dragging, like, 50 alcohol bottles in a trash bag off to go take those out where they needed to go, just clinking glass. It was awkward. And she never even thanked me, like, for cleaning up. She would just expect it. Like, I can tell that she was used to having other roommates do this for her because she refused to do it. We never talked about it. Like, it was weird. Okay. My last roommate that I had ever had was after college. So I might as well summarize this real quick to summarize, like, no, that's not the worst. That's far from the worst, in fact. What happened was I'd had a really bad relationship, so that's why that last room got to me so much. And it almost turned into the call the police kind of relationship, but I saw that coming from a mile away because I grew up in a not great home, so I was like, no. No, this ain't happening to me. So I got out of there as soon as I was able to. But what happened was, of course, I fell on hard times too because we had shared a living space, we had shared money, we had shared appliances and things, and he basically kept everything. Like, he had earned the bulk of the money because I'd been in college, so I hadn't been working as much, and he didn't go to college, so when I left him, I lost almost everything. So then I had to try and build myself back up. I was sleeping on friends' couches for a while. You know, couch surfing for like a year, 2 years. And then I finally got a job at Amazon, which was horrible for my body and my health. I think it's part of the reason I have so many chronic conditions now. Like, it exacerbated things that were already there. And yeah, he wasn't great. But what happened then was I was able to at least save up because they were some of the highest paying people around that area back then. Because I didn't live in a huge area. So I saved up money and I was able to find a roommate. And I was dating a new guy and I thought that everything was going to be great. It was not great. It was great at first. Like, she was so friendly, really welcoming, and like, she had a nice apartment that I was going to be having a bedroom and a half bath in. And we were going to share the living room and the kitchen. And it was a pretty nice bedroom, like plenty of space just for me and my things. I even fit like a mini fridge in there for snacks and drinks. I felt like I was finally starting to live better after a few very hard years after college that really, really messed me up mentally for a while. And then I messed myself up physically at Amazon. But what happened there was that after the friendliness and after me doing a whole bunch of like cleaning again, because she had a cat and it was a very large, very orange, shedding old cat. who would also puke every single day. Like like clockwork, he would puke. And someone would have to clean it up every day. So she showed me the stuff, like, if you need to do it, like, if I'm not around, because sometimes I go away for the weekends and stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can take care of the cat if you're away, no problem. But she ended up pretty much always having me do it after that. After she showed me where all the shampoos and the cleaning device and everything were, the little rug doctor. And then I ended up doing all the dishes, and I ended up dusting. And our first big spat was when I tried to find room for my food. Because I finally got the money to get a decent amount of groceries in. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to like put snacks away in the pantry and have room for some of the sauces I use for cooking some of the stuff that I like to cook. Because I was still really into cooking at that point. And she was really into baking, so we kind of had to fight for kitchen space. But we were like, yeah, we're going to make this work. So I cleaned out the whole apartment when I moved in, and she was flabbergasted. She was amazed. She was like, oh my God, you are the best roommate in the entire world. Why did you do all this? And I'm like, I have allergies. I need to have a cleaner environment from all the pet hair and the dust. And she was like, oh, well, that's understandable. I'll try to keep it cleaner. She did not. She did not do that. She did it for like a week, and then she quit. So, I told you my first roommate was a hoarder. This girl also had some issues in that area. Basically, I went through her pantry, and she had a pantry like the size of 2 of me, or 3 of me maybe. Like, it was a decent sized pantry. You could walk into it almost. I had never had one of those before. So I'm going through, and like the pantry is stuffed full of food, just absolutely falling out of the door. And I'm like, I'm sure I can organize this and make it look better. And I'm going through things, and I'm looking at the expiration dates, and I find out that like a quarter of the food in this huge pantry is like 6 years out of date. 6 years out of date. Like, she just took all of this stuff from home and shoved it in here when she moved in. And I'm like, okay, well, I can clean out the old food, the stale stuff and the moldy stuff. I can do that. There was a lot of very scary mold experiments in the fridge, too. So I get all of that out. It's like 4 trash bags by the time I'm done. And this is all, like, I did not throw anything away that was less than 3 years expired. I didn't throw anything away less than 3 years out of expiration. Because I knew by that point what kind of person she was, and she'd want to keep things for a long time. So I made that my cutoff. Like, if it's 3 years or over, I think it can be safely gotten rid of. How have I not gone insane? I have! That's my secret. I'm just really good at putting on a face. So, that doesn't even get into my childhood. I'm probably never gonna get into that because that's way too dark for streaming. The roommate situations are at least kind of funny. But, yeah, what happened with that was she came home, saw the pantry and fridge and everything was finished being cleaned because that was basically the last part of the house for me to do. And I cleaned mold out of her bathroom too, by the way. Some things should be kept behind closed doors, that is true. But I like telling the roommate stories because they're wild. 6 years out of date! Like, what the hell? So, she comes back and starts screaming at me, like bloody murder, like someone call the cops almost, screaming. And I'm freaking out, like, what's going on here? What the hell? I explained to her that, yes, a lot of stuff is missing, but I took pictures to show, like, there was mold on this was 6 years out of date and, like, stale and smelled really weird. It didn't have mold because this kind of food doesn't really grow mold, but it smelled bad, so I figured I would get rid of it. I thought that, you know, that was a normal person thing to do that she just hadn't gotten to doing, and I had the free time that time, so I was like, yeah, why not? She hated me after that. That was where everything went downhill. And so, that ex that I had talked about that I had left got one of the game consoles, the PlayStation, so I didn't have one. And one of my favorite game series, Persona, was coming out with a new game around that time. So I was like, oh yes, I really, really, really need to play the game. And I asked her, like, hey, if I buy a copy of this game, physical, would you let me use your console to play it? And she said, yes. Yes, I love Persona. I want to play Reload on here sometime because I've saved that for streaming. I've never played it yet. But I have it on my console, so I need a capture card before I can do that. Ugh, they're expensive. Anyway, yeah, I asked her if I could play it on that system, and she said yes, and we agreed, and we set out, like, time frames that I could play it so that we could still have a nice shared environment. She liked to draw up contracts. She was also a business person. You can tell why I don't like business people. This is like the third roommate that was in business that caused me issues. Not to mention the time that she was like, you need a life insurance policy, and took me to her place of work to go get a life insurance policy. That was awkward and strange. In the back of my head, because we had just had that fight like a month before that, I'm like, do I need to be scared? Because I didn't have anybody at all in my life at the time, really. And she was like, oh, well, you can always just mark me as your second benefactor. And I'm like, do I need to be scared? I do not want to mark my roommate as my secondary benefactor in case of, you know, death. When I know she's mad at me for throwing away moldy food. Anyway, from there, it went into, like, just terrible things. Your life could have gone so much in the wrong... It did. My life did go in the wrong direction very many times, but I kept steering it back on course. Fighting as hard as I could against the steering wheel. They had me on autopilot, but I refused. I did not want to drive into the fire. I just got a little singed. Yeah. She got more pissed, basically, is the end of that story. Because... Oh, thank you for the boop! Because what happened was I was playing the game one day, and she came home from work, and then she was like, oh no. No, that's not gonna work. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is the time you said I could play. Except she didn't really say that it wasn't gonna work. She was just like... She came in and looked huffy. And I asked her if something was wrong, and she said no. So I'm like, okay, nothing's wrong. Continue to play the game. And then she sat down and just kept looking huffy. I asked her again, like, is something the matter? And she refused to really, like, respond. So I kind of just thought, maybe she had a bad day at work, because she just got home from work. And I was gonna leave her be. But she just kept sitting there, and it was starting to make me really uncomfortable. So I find, oh, they got their figure painted, that's so sweet. So I figured, like, okay, I guess I will just keep playing the game. They're not going to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. I'm going to respect her privacy. Until, you know, things got really bad. And don't even have a couch, just have 2 beanbags. Beanbags are comfy though. Sorry, my train of thought is derailing. Made to be lazy on, yes. What was I saying now? Oh yeah, with the game. She got really upset about it, and I couldn't really tell why because she wouldn't talk to me. I couldn't tell anything that was going on, and then all of a sudden she starts raging at me. I'm like, okay, slow down. What's going on? I try to be reasonable about it, you know? But she was so upset. She wasn't gonna listen to anything that I was gonna say. And that's pretty much where we stopped talking to one another. I should put this closer to the door. Oh, a cane? What happened? Injury? That sounds like a good idea, yeah. Things were not good there after that. We had all kinds of problems. I think I'm gonna move all of these to the bedroom, so... Oh, there's a little egg one! There's more chickens! Anyway, it took about 2 hours for that roommate to actually decide to tell me the reason she was upset was because I was still on the game. She just expected me to understand that she was upset because I was on the game, even though she was cooking, she was doing other stuff, she was walking around the place. Like, I did not know. I had no clue that she was angry for that. Is this a stand for the ukulele? Did we finally get a... Yes, we got a stand! Okay. The horrible ukulele, yes. Anyway, coasters. That was another thing. She got so upset about coasters. Like, I forgot to use one once, and she was about to rip my head off. And she would get so passive-aggressive about it afterward. Like, she would yell a little bit in the moment, but then afterward was when I would have to get really scared, because that's when I would start seeing notes around the apartment. Now, when we made our roommate contract when I moved in and laid down guidelines, rules, boundaries that we would have, she basically told me, like, you can use any of the stuff in the apartment and I don't mind. Just, like, make sure you replace it if you use all of something. Because she had a lot of stuff. Like I said, she was a little bit of a hoarder. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, she did a full-on contract. Yeah. And it was weird. Oh, those are letters and numbers. There we go. So yeah, I had to deal with all of that. And on top of that, like, I would borrow things sometimes, you know, like she said I could. But whenever I did, she would kind of hate me for it. Even though that was in our contract that we could borrow things from each other. And she borrowed some of my things before, too. But then she would get so mad when I actually did do the thing in the contract and borrowed things. So I eventually stopped doing it. But then she was still mad, like... She would hold a grudge over the smallest, weirdest things. Like, there was a time where I was going to throw a birthday party for somebody. And I was going to do it at the apartment because it was, like I said, it was a fairly nice-sized apartment. So I decided to throw this birthday party. And I'm all excited. And I'm setting up like lots of decorations. I'm baking a cake that's in the shape of a dragon. I'm going all out. Because I like to go all out for parties. I like to party plan. I think it's fun. But what became a problem... Okay, I guess nothing else fits there. What became a problem was that Alright, distracted. I have to finish this box. The OCD kicked in. Oh, where's that gonna go? Maybe on the table once I move some things? Oh, nice. They're bringing their religion back. They only had like the dreidel before. Okay. Now, what was I about to say? It became a problem for her when I decided to throw that party because she said that we never talked about it. When I had a written agreement that she agreed that having this party was fine, but she did not remember doing that, so she got really, really angry at me. She's like, no, but I have to study for a big exam, like, at my workplace that week, and I really can't have, like, a party going on. I need time to study. And I knew that she'd been goofing off for, like, the last 3 weeks. Doing random stuff with her boyfriend all over the city. Because she'd been bragging about it. So she was all mad at me about things, and I'm like, I don't know what you expected. You had all this time to study. You had already agreed that it was okay for me to have this party. And then you're just gonna, like, backtrack on it? So I was kind of upset. Like, I had already spent so much money with the cake, the decorations, and she waited until the day before, of course, when I was already baking the cake. And had already cleaned everything up again. So, yeah, I got really mad. I actually talked back this time. Like, I don't do that very often. I'm usually pretty non-confrontational, but I got angry. Because I had planned this out, and it was supposed to be this big thing. Yeah. This was around the point that I started having enough of people's bullshit. and we had a big argument. And basically from that point on, she didn't want anything to do with me. And she would talk bad about me to anybody and everybody that came over to the place. Took a little revving up, yeah. I'm pretty much just a nice person. I really don't like for there to be conflict or issues. But nowadays, when there are, like, I will settle them. Isn't this like a loofah or something? No, it looks like one of those bathy sponges. Why doesn't it go in the bath? Okay, it goes there, I guess. Lived my own drama. You don't know the half of it. You don't even know. It's probably a good thing. Extra toilet paper. No more space. Why no more space? These are important to have. I don't want to just leave the bug spray out. Maybe put it on the toilet with the air freshener. Bug spray and air freshener. Nothing says cheap apartment like that. A lot of seasons long. Okay. I think we're getting this straightened out. Big old thing of vitamin D, yeah. Definitely became chronically ill at a later age. Not that I know anything about that. Put the medicine all up top for that reason. I have the soap up there. I guess mouthwash in the bath? I don't have room on this tiny little counter. This down, but it can't. Fine. Perfumes and things can go down, I guess. Save room. Deodorant. Hairbrush. No. Tweezers can go down here. That takes up like a whole drawer by itself. I want to let me switch that around. It can only sit this way. No, there we go. It was... Oh, it's because the towel. Well, fine. Put something shorter there. There. That looks a little bit better. I think after this room, we'll probably wrap up for the night. Oh no, not the sad, like, $10 Walmart organizer. Oh, baby, you're going through it. But you're getting back on your feet. That's important. Hot water bottle again. Is this the last room? Maybe. Yeah, nope. Check that first. We have a shoe thing! Getting her life together. This. I need to move that. Maybe in the bottom drawer? Just in case we need it. Case of emergency. Grab heating pad. It's a very bare bones place, but it's a place. Oh, it's a wax thing. Nice. Yeah. Keep some nice scents next to the shoes. That would be a good idea. Do-do-do-do. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da. Still has some of those weird hangers. Don't we all? I don't think I know a single person that doesn't have a bunch of mismatched hangers in their closet. Hey, it is a rite of passage to have a bunch of mismatched hangers that you've got from various places and relationships along the way. This is basically how I fold my laundry at home, too. I just throw everything on the bed and then I move it places. Oh, rainbow underwear. Cute. Ah, no, I wanted that in there. Close the drawer, though. Put the nice dress on the nice hanger. Dun, 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 dun. Still has Piggy with her after all this time. Ooh, that's a cute top. I would wear that. But she's still pretty young. This fashion and everything. The chicken are in the other room still. I will get to them soon. Oh, is that all the hangers? No, am I a hanger short? Always. That's always what happens. This is a nice shirt, though. Fine, something else has to come down. Hoodie. This needs hung up. We have two things of pajamas here. Here. No, I did not mean for that to go there. T-shirts. Hoodie. Hoodie won't go in, okay. Why does the music cut out? I don't like it that the music cuts out. Okay. think that's the bedroom taken care of. It's small, but it's nice enough. We have an office, though. That's cool. Moving up a little. It's not just part of our bedroom. We have a whole office. I wonder what they're working as now. Do they actually have a job in art, maybe? That'd be nice. I hope for that for this person, even though they're not real. Oh, two of them. You'd laugh if boss music started playing. Why? Why would you laugh at my suffering? Aw, yeah, we've got the nice stuff here for art. Maybe they really did end up following their dream. It's a little late. A little sidetracked. It happens. Lots of sketch pads. I want to set them out. Maybe they're an illustrator? Could be with this kind of setup. Yeah, that doesn't quite fit right. Oh no, and then there's a big one. Why? They were all the same frame size, now it looks weird. Now I don't know what to do with them yet. There's so many. Aw, yeah. Friends should go in a special place on their own. Lava lamp! I love lava lamps. I've always wanted one, but I've never just got one, you know? It's aspirational lava lamp. What's that? I don't know what that is. A lot of cables. Maybe this should all go in here. In the corner of the room special. Hey! They're not mixed in with everything else. That's special, right? People decorate differently. Need the clock up here where I can see. Special corner. Ah, the diploma! Needs to go up top somewhere in this mishmash. Somewhere in whatever I am building. Headphones. You need to invest in some headphone, like, side of the desk hangers. Those are so nice. Easel, yes, yes. I see the vision. Aww. And this is actually a really cute place now. Like, there's some good stuff here. This guy's gonna get in the way. Come over with your friend. Yeah, I can't pull that final drawer if I have him there. Stress ball. Yep, need that. Need that close by. Blanket? Oh boy. Yep, there are multiple things here that say they are not where they belong. Mostly these. Oh. Oh, we want them out on the desk. Okay. I can do that. Or is this a towel? I think this is a towel. Yeah. And this goes up here. I just noticed that hanger. Oh, these are not correct. Maybe this goes over in here with these other ones? And I have some space for the extra candles, I guess. Hopefully they're not lit. They don't look lit. I'll put that in there for now. You can always grab it. There we go. The game's good! I get very distracted. It's just so relaxing to organize like this. I need to reorganize these. I made these a mess. I don't know what I'm doing with these. They're just all so many different sizes. Maybe this one here. This one up here. No, move this for now. No. Well, I don't think I'll make it look perfect, but it's okay. It's not an affront to mankind. Yeah, I just kind of left the kitchen. I'll get back to that. He's gotta go in the bedroom. The plushies. Oh, thank you for the boop. I'm so glad they kept their plushies. Yes, yes, I know. Lots of things wrong there. Oh, is this one actually supposed to be in here? I'm gonna have to move all these chickens. I wish I could move more than one thing at a time. All of the chickens. You're gonna have to move over. Chickens take the middle spot. I just love the little chicken family. You're so cute. Look at them. They're adorable. This guy's got a little eggshell on his head. This girl's been through a lot. I actually relate to a lot of the struggles. It seems like with the cane and the medicine and everything, this person's chronically ill, yeah! But also, like, went through a bad breakup, lost a lot of their money, had to, like, downsize. stopped following their dreams and then decided to follow them again. And I'm like, is this my life story? Why is it attacking me like this? There's too much. All right, this is kitchen. This is the whiteboard. There we go. Oh. I don't know where you're supposed to go, buddy, but stick you here for now. I think going up that high is the only place that will fit. I still have space here for stuff. Okay, the kitchen. Just like my old roommate's moldy 6-year expired food, I have to take care of this kitchen too. We still can't open the fridge, right? Yeah, no fridge. No fridge access. Everything goes down here. Well... Yeah, it should be okay. Just in case the zinc does spring a leak, I probably shouldn't have the appliances in there. That could be disastrous. Seems like all this can go down here. It also seems like a big hassle to take it out all the time when you want to cook something. But that's just me. Really, I gotta put this away too? Where am I gonna fit all this stuff? I don't have room. I do like the music, and it's more hopeful now, which is nice. It wasn't in the last two. Ah, the miscellaneous drawer with measuring things, cookie cutters. Coasters go over here? Yeah. Coasters should go over here. Miscellaneous drawer, we love the egg timer. Yep. Stick it in there. Magnets. Oh, it's a koala magnet! Now I know what it is. I'm done! Oh, thank God. This one was a doozy. I got a phoenix thing! Oh, they're reborn! Glad I found a place this nice on my budget. It does look decent. Thank you for the boob! Oh no, there's another one, 2015. There's more. Oh, these are different boxes, and it's the same place. Okay. You were wrong. There is more. I may not be able to finish this right now. I'm a little sore. And I got other stuff to do. Yeah. I think we're gonna stop there for now. It auto-saves, right? I don't need to worry about saving. Resume, start over, album settings, main menu. Yeah, seems like it auto-saves. Let's head back to the graveside. Ah, okay. Oh, that was nice. Nice little chatty, slow stream. It's okay to have the slow days. I needed one today, honestly. I'm exhausted. I just wanted to chat about old roommates and play a really nice, comforting game. Thank you, Psycho. Thank you so much. And thank you again for the 1,000 biddies. Oh my god. Aw, thanks, Wana. Enjoy the stories even though they were a little rough. Yeah. I had some bad roommates. I did say they would be hair-raising, to be fair. I forget if I said that on my socials or Discord, but I said somewhere that they were going to be hair-raising stories. Both angering and terrifying. I have had some rough roommates, but that's all in the past now. I've got a pretty nice little one-bedroom. I have my little desk, my little setup. I'm hoping to improve it down the line, you know. My streams make your day. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting all in my feelings now. I was already in my feelings because of the game basically detailing my life story. And now I think that this is actually the healing part where they move in with somebody nicer. And I'm like, ah, my heart. I can't take this game. There's so much more to it than I thought there would be. I thought it was just organizing simulator, like a little to the left or something, but not as, you know, frustrating. Except for the fact I couldn't figure out what the whiteboard was. I kept thinking it was some kind of like artist thing, like a pen and tablet thing. Whoopsie! At least I didn't, you know, I knew most of the stuff. I've seen other people make some embarrassing discoveries about how little they know about women. That was fun though. I enjoyed that. I am going to probably just drop off. I don't think I feel like doing a raid tonight. I don't really feel like searching for a raid person today. But on Tuesday we will. Because Tuesday will be another terrifying Tuesday. And I have to figure out what to do for it. So if you have any horror game suggestions, go ahead and look at my Discord. You can type !Discord and get the link, or you can find it below in my About section. I made you want to be a VTuber someday because you want to make people... Anna! I think you've mentioned this a little bit before, but oh my god! I'm inspiring people! And I'm still so small! Think about what I can do when I grow. Think about what I'll be capable of. Think of all of the people I can influence to do better, to actually try the art and the things, just like in the game, just like in Unpacking, because it looks like she became an illustrator. Like she followed her dream. She was putting it all aside for so long. She didn't think it was worth it. Just like me with being a writer. But hey, I'm older, like I went through some of my early 20s BS. And I'm older and like I'm an indie author. Sure, I may not be succeeding that hard. I'm an indie author, an indie VTuber. Like I have to do everything myself. It keeps me way too busy. I can't really, you know, dedicate enough energy and time with being ill to making things soar. But they're there and I'm doing it. And even if it's slow, even if there are a lot of days where I just wish that I could juggle all of the eggs in the world all the time, like, as long as you're doing it, as long as you're trying something, it's better than nothing. You have to feed your inner child. You have to follow your dreams. Even if those dreams have changed since you were a child. When I was a little bitty kid, I wanted to be a paleontologist. I was obsessed with dinosaurs. I was like, I'm gonna be a paleontologist. And other 5-year-olds would be like, I think that was English, but I don't know what that word means. I literally would go around 5, 6 years old saying the word paleontologist. That's my dream. That's what I want to be when I grow up. And then I found out it was all desert work, and I have a skin condition that makes heat very bad for my skin, so that didn't happen. I got really into writing instead. Indoor. Indoor is best for me. You already have designs for models and backstories? I want to see! I want to see sometime! You'll have to get to me on Discord. If you feel like it, of course. But I'm curious. I inspired somebody. I'm curious what your design is. You've always wanted to be a vet since you were 5 and hopefully heading down that path. Oh, congrats! Congrats! Maybe you can tell me what's wrong with my cat. Maybe you can tell me why she keeps meowing all of the time and trying to bite me. That would be nice. My vet's just like, it's cat things. And I'm like, great. There's nothing I can do then. You're on the Discord? Cool. You can share it in other VTubers' art if you have any art made for it. I would like to see. I'll look at that later though. I'm probably gonna just, head off. Maybe get a little snack, some tea, maybe to calm down. I feel like I need a nice glass of Earl Grey with some cinnamon or something after playing a game like that. I need to chill. I need to just lay back, So, I will see you all for Terrifying Tuesday. Drop any game recommendations if you have them as well over in the Discord, because I don't know what I'm gonna play right now. But I know it needs to be scary. It needs to be scarier than Inscription. You'll even write the backstory? Yes! Yes, please! Please share. That's what the other VTuber stuff's there for. Okay, well, I will be heading off. Thank you for watching, Pitter Patters, and I'll be back on Tuesday. For now, bye!